Hi there, good evening. Welcome to another program of 1010 Be Playing. It's our game, as you can see. The slogans all over the country by now, emblazoned on parapets and fences in the magazines, across the newspapers, talking about it's our game. I'll tell you what, it's our game, but it might not be your game because we've got 2 days remaining for registration. That's what this program is about, to bring you up to scratch with some of the details. We'll be hearing during the ensuing half an hour or so from people like Richard Sugdev. He's the project manager of the entire 1010 tournament 2012, and then you'll have a perfect understanding of how important it is to get registered over the next 2 days, because you can be missing out from millions of dollars being put together by GT&T and all their co-sponsors for the 2012 tournament. My name is Naeem Chan. I'm inviting you to stay tuned because during the course of the program, I'll also be talking with Ramesh Suraj from Trophy Stall, the inaugural winning team. People like Regal Stationery, who've displayed a high propensity for quality and exciting cricket. Just they can't get the right act to win any tournament so far. I'll be chatting with Samuel. Samuel Kingston is the manager of Regal Stationery. We'll also be reflecting on the 1010 tournament. People like Karma Chan, Sachin, Richard Sugdev, Royston, Rajpal, all those people telling us about how it actually started in 2010.
GT&T 1010 Softball Cricket Tournament is here again with over $30 million in cash and prizes to be won. Males and female compete separately. Application forms are only available in the GT&T Magazine 2012 edition. Secure one now. All completed registration forms must be submitted before February 11 to GT&T business offices, representatives of the Guyana Softball League, or select the GT&T vendors nationwide. Register now. GT&T 1010 Softball Cricket Tournament 2012, sponsored by GT&T, Phytomol, Powerade, Guyana Lottery, King's Jewelry World, Gizmos and Gadgets, Cellphone Shack, NCN, and Impression. See press for details.
And 2012 is the third consecutive year for GT&T's 1010 tournament. But we want to take some time off to look back on how this thing started all together in 2010. Who were the people who brought the initiative? What was exactly behind the drive to take to the fields in 1010 cricket when it all started in 2010. We took our microphones and cameras to the old guys who formed the nerve wire behind all the planning in 2010 to get this tournament started. Sachin Prasad, Karmachan Rambaran, and Royston Rajpal. Those were the people, and we had a chat with them.
1010 was first conceptualized in a couple years ago by our CEO. He wanted to run a softball competition in Guyana. The actual 1010 version of the game, which is 10 overs per inning, we wanted at least 500 teams in the first tournament, and we said, listen, the only way we can actually fit in that amount of games within a season is to make it short and also make it exciting. So a collaborative effort with the organizing committee and the management of GT&T came about and was born 1010.
We thought that most communities, are not united, and if we came up with a game, a sport, that we can bridge all the racial barriers and bring the community as a whole together. And also, there are a lot of youths on the streets and, involved in things like smoking and so on. So we thought if we bring a game that brings discipline behind it, and where businessmen can actually sponsor teams and bring them together, we can get more disciplined community.
1010 was designed to achieve the community development, bringing out grassroots people to cricket. Basically, we've always had guys and girls playing softball on the beaches, any little piece of the backyard that they could find a spot to play cricket.
Well, there's a team effort really in GT&T. There's no one person that I would single out to say this is the guy, or this is the person that does all of the work. It's a total team effort. I mean, really proud of everybody pitching in, sharing their ideas. going the extra mile and working extremely hard as a team to get this tournament to what it is today.
This year I have an additional duty. As you know, there's a big fan SUV out there, and I'm basically the driver of that vehicle. So whoever's that lucky winner, it's already been driven by me before, and I can tell you, you're winning something really, really special.
When we started the 1010, we never intended or we never envisioned to have 500 odd teams. So after the registration forms kept coming in and we saw we were climbing from 200, 300, 400.
We've had teams from Pomeroon to Linden to Quarantine, Skeldon, yeah, all walks of life.
So the logistics to get things in place, grounds available, umpires ready, logistics for transportation, balls, scorecards, scoring, etc. was a challenge. But I'm really happy that the team had risen to the challenge.
We saw the services of the Ghana Softball League, who had the experience in running competitions with about 200 teams, and then they had representatives throughout Ghana, spread throughout Ghana. So we saw this as a challenge, and we brought the Ghana Softball League to assist us with running of this competition and the logistics and the fixtures and so on.
Any sport or any activity that we are part of, that the national interest is foremost. Each country has their national bodies that run events. In this case, specifically Ghana Softball League was the recognized body by the government of Guyana through the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport to run softball in Guyana, and it was only logical that we would partner with them to have this tournament to become a success.
Well, initially no, because based on what we've had with experience when it came to softball, was that we would have a few teams from here and there in every little corner. Our expectations was not 584 definitely. So our expectation of 2010 tournament, we did not expect 584 teams.
The side attractions are varied. The team at GT&T would brainstorm and come up with what can we do for the spectators, what can we do for the players, what can we do to ensure that full family entertainment is achieved. So I would pretty much say it's really a team effort by GT&T that comes up with these new ideas for our spectators and our fans.
We have the Blue Emacs guy, that's Cork Jardin. I wouldn't call his other name, but that's one of the guys that actually runs most of the promotion at the grounds.
For me, the second year was the women taking part. I think it was a big step for Guyana and for GT&T to introduce the women's segment of the competition.
April 10th last year, 2011, to actually look around that stadium for the finals and seeing a packed stadium filled to capacity.
The finals at the Everest Cricket Ground. I mean, that day when you saw the crowd, the amount of people that were there that came to support the tournament, you felt that your achievement, our goals were fully accomplished. Hopefully 1010 can evolve further in the Caribbean, where we can have a Caribbean 1010 Cup or a West Indies 1010 Cup. And of course, we hope to have the international flair too of that.
Our goal really is to see this taken the international stage. Hopefully we'll have a 1010 World Cup sometime.
There you have it, the North Wire behind the 2010 tournament, telling you and giving you a better insight into how it all took place and some of the details. You got it all there. But I was just reflecting on 2010. Trophy Stall won that tournament, and they beat Crabwood Creek Unstoppables in the final, as you remember.